Questions. Can I ask what we hate each other for? See, I'm just asking. You got that passion to see your sister go. I wanna see that woman stand, you leave her on the floor. Let's try to gain some understanding before you go to war. Your spirit pour deja vu, I've seen this before. Time after time played in my mind, I can't take no more. I did the crime, I did the time, I only bruised my soul. I had to grind, I had to climb, I had to choose my role. Have you been told that I love you lately? Been around those who don't bug you lately. Go around those who don't drive you crazy. You need a hug, my sister. I better help with that mean mug, my sister. Come on, receive it, don't you shove, don't push me. It might not be about your nookie. And again, it might be about your cooking. Give you some ends, trying to supply some cushion. Discipline without no whooping. Known to show and prove without no woofing. Open your eyes to what you overlooking. Baby, don't that feel nice? Yeah, let me show that, don't that feel right? Ever felt what true love feel like? This ain't no pill high. With no shit that growing, no feel high. Keep you grounded, but yet you still fly. See, now I realize you epitomize everything a woman should be. And I pray to God that he working on my third eye, so I see that this world ain't all about you. It ain't all about me, but if you really giving out LOVE, so can I ask what we hate each other for? See, I'm just asking, you got that passion to see your brother go. I wanna see that man stand, you leave him on the floor. Let's try to gain some understanding before we go to war. Your spirit pour deja vu, I've seen this before. Young men are dying, young women dying, I can't take no more. You do the crime, you do the time, you only bruise your soul. You gotta grind, you gotta climb, you gotta choose your road. Have you been told that I love you lately? Go around those who don't bug you lately. Been around those who don't drive you crazy. You need a hug, my brother. Better help with all that hate, my brother. I know you dealt with dudes that's fake, my brother. Understand I can relate, my brother. Only so much you can take, my brother. What I'm trying to say, don't let that hate become you. Don't never break, my brother. Let me carry some of that weight, my brother. Better cleanse your soul, for it's too late, my brother. See, now I realize you epitomize everything a brother should be. And I understand that that melanin inside you connect you to me, and that sun is where we gon' meet. Like God is how we gon' speak, with the same power to build and destroy, but yet unique. See, you get weak and I get weak, and we stay strong together. We keep each other inside that light, cause the darkness harms whoever. And you only create a diamond, keep applying that pressure. My crew knew better, go faster by yourself, but we go farther when we go together. I ask what we hate each other for. See, I'm just asking, we got that passion to see each other go. I wanna see that person stand, you leave him on the floor. Let's try to gain some understanding before you go to war. Your spirit pour deja vu, I've seen this before. Young men are dying, young women dying, I can't take no more. I did the crime, I did the time, I only bruised my soul. I had to grind, I had to climb, I had to choose my road. Have you been told that I love you lately? That I love you lately. Have somebody, I love you lately. Say, I love you lately. Have somebody told you. Yeah. See how that came out.
Peace, family. Peace, family. Can you guys hear me? I want to make sure y'all can hear me before I get started. I'm about to get started. I just want to tell y'all this is not going to be a drama-filled live. I'm actually not going to be talking much on this live, but I just want to make sure y'all can hear me before I get started. I want y'all to understand where I'll explain it in just a second. I just want to make sure you guys can hear me first before I get started. Okay, because I don't have my headphones in, so I don't know if y'all can hear me. Okay, cool. So I'll be back in just a second. I'm about to crank this up, and I'll explain to y'all what this live is about. Monkey niggas, monkey shit. Yeah, I'm gonna explain to y'all where I'm at with that. Give me 1 second.
First skipped message sent yesterday at 5:27 p.m.
I'm tired of how black men being killed. They done put some respect on our damn name. If the brother in Minneapolis do everything the right way, where is he right now? I don't want to hear do things the right way. You are not going to tell police.
I swear it's like a disease that goes round and round and round like sirens. I see the strangest things, the evil that money brings. I swear it's like a disease that goes round and round and round like sirens. And they wanna bury me, why? 'Cause I'm anti-everything. I swear it's like a disease that goes round and round and round like sirens.
Man, I'm anti-dirty cops, anti-bullshit, I'm anti-scamming ass preachers in the pulpit. I'm anti-no truth, anti-full of lies, I'm anti-scared to try, I'm anti-scared to die, I'm anti-poverty, anti-stay the same, I'm anti-hard lies, anti-scared to change, I'm anti-pity parties, anti-excuse makers, anti-lazy niggas, anti-truth haters, anti-praying march, I'm anti-quiet nigga, Malcolm over Martin, I ain't anti-violent nigga, anti-fake woke, anti-unaware, I'm anti-Jesus Christ, I'm anti-church and prayer, I'm anti-false hopes, anti-Holy Ghost, I'm anti-fairy tales, brainwashing grown folks, I'm anti-Jesus letting killers in the church house, and God ain't doing shit, but watching as we get murked out, I'm anti-niggas too blind to open their eyes and see, I'm anti-loving my enemies and apologies, I'm anti-gangbang music, helping kill the youth and drug overdose music targeted to me and you, I'm anti-black cops, silent while they killing us, and black judges hugging the killer, but they ain't helping us. I'm anti-scared to fight, anti-scared to lead. Malcolm said won't be no revolution, 'cause y'all scared to bleed. I'm anti-no proof, anti-no evidence, anti-niggas not asking questions, just believing shit. I'm anti-begging to the sky when situations hard. I trust and I believe in me. I'm anti-belief in God. I'm anti-evil on this earth, hating racism, anti-hate for whites. I'm anti-niggas, nigga, anti-genocide, self-hate and suffering. If it don't help to better us, I'm anti-everything.
The evil that money brings, I swear it's like a disease that goes round and round and round like sirens. And they wanna bury me, why? 'Cause I'm anti-everything. I swear it's like a disease that goes round and round and round like sirens. I see the strangest things, the evil that money brings. I swear it's like a disease that goes round and round and round like sirens. And they wanna bury me, why? 'Cause I'm anti-everything. I swear it's like a disease that goes round and round and round like sirens.
Man, I'm anti-roots, nigga, anti-fake truth. I'm anti-believing the slavery stories taught in school. I'm anti that we all from Africa don't apply to me. I'm anti-Kanye rocking our people back to sleep. I'm anti-granny killers, grandcestors had the truth. I'm anti-monkey shit. I'm anti-Lucy too. I'm anti-letting these white folks tell me just who I am. My granny came from right here, nigga, she was an Indian. I'm anti-getting scammed, anti-getting played. I'm pro-genealogy. I'm anti-DNA. I'm anti-refusing to check in the shit that we was gave. I'm anti-believing the white man and not what granny say. Niggas ain't like it when Walker came dropping facts in. He said he wasn't black and he ain't African American. That's real talk, real spill, real life, real deal. I'm anti-hurting us. My mission is to help heal. I'm anti-ignorance, anti-religion shit. I'm anti-cool with niggas cognitive dissonance. I'm anti-lacking knowledge, put us at a disadvantage. Anti-social with niggas fighting for a chicken sandwich. Anti-Flint water, anti-sucker shit. And fuck you to them blacks that's selling out for the government. I'm anti-no planning, anti-folk scamming, anti-no will. I'm anti-low standards, anti-no drive, anti-low lies, anti-low esteem. I'm anti-no pride, anti-wanting to quit. I'm anti-giving up. I'm anti-niggas not helping to lift our people up. I'm anti-hating niggas, anti-lame niggas, anti-6ix9ine. I'm anti-snake niggas, anti-low vibe. Live life, fly high. Some days it's gonna be full of rain, the other days the sun will shine.
The strangest things, the evil that money brings. I swear it's like a disease that goes round and round and round like sirens. And they wanna bury me, why? 'Cause I'm anti-everything. I swear it's like a disease that goes round and round and round like sirens. I see the strangest things, the evil that money brings.
That a man was shot and killed inside the chapel at this World Changers Church International. A man, a worker at the church, leading a prayer, opening the prayer service today. And as the longtime member who talked to Karen indicated, there were a lot of people who go to that prayer service on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10. Different people lead the service. But as he was leading the prayer at the start of the service, a man walked up to him and shot and killed him, shot him at point blank range.
Peace, peace, peace. Peace, family. So check this out. I wanted to come on tonight and talk to y'all real quick. Like I said, I won't be doing a lot of talking in this live. This is just something I want to show you guys. This isn't a drama-filled live. It won't be a drama-filled live. I know a lot of y'all have recently been seeing me go back and forth with this clown in our community called by the name of Kevin Wesley. He's a scam artist in our community. He's a manipulator, a con artist in our community, a possible pedophile person in our community. And y'all have seen me going back and forth with this guy. And I want y'all to understand, I understand that in dealing with this guy and even dealing with the time that we're in right now, this is very much a spiritual warfare that's going on. And I do understand this. This is why you see 19 people in my chat. This is why you see maybe 30 people at the most are be in my chat, because when you're telling the truth, when you're fighting for the truth, we're in a time where who gives a fuck about the truth when the lie is more entertaining, okay? We're dealing with a brother who I thought was a righteous guy at one point in time. And I stood next to this guy and I rolled with this guy. Not only him, but I did other people, even here in this Indian community. I've stood next to people who I believed were righteous people. You get what I'm saying? And I stood next to them because I thought they were righteous. When I came to find out that they're nothing more than scammers in our community, they're manipulators in our community, they're not here for the people. And no matter how much I show y'all that I'm here for y'all, we have a lot of people who, just like in church, they know the pastor is doing the dirt. They know the pastor is messed up, and they will still stand with the pastor, protect the pastor, and make the other people look crazy. Okay. I got a phone call tonight. From one of my cousins. And, you know, my cousin told me, cuz I understand the drama. You're only human, right? He said, you're human. He said, but let me tell you this. We, over the Thanksgiving weekend, or over the Thanksgiving time, we had a lot of family here in Atlanta. We had a lot of family that came here. And I want you to know that your family watches you on YouTube. I'm talking about your family in Detroit. I'm talking about your family in New York, your family in Cleveland. They watch you, and they are very proud of you. They saw your docuseries, and they saw me on your docuseries. They saw how you brought your family into your docuseries, and they are very proud of you, because now the message is getting out that no, we are not from Africa. Our family is not from Africa. We don't have no African ties, okay? And you're telling our family story and many other people's family stories with your docuseries. Your docuseries is touching more people than you realize, cuz this is what he was telling me. He said, I get the drama with the Kevin Wesley guy. I get it. You're only human. You're only human. You've been attacked by people. They've called you all kind of names because you stood through it all. You have stood through it all. My cousin's telling me this. We watched this guy throw his best shots at you. His best shots at you, because we know who you are. We know who you are. We watched this guy throw all kind of shots at you, and you withstood it all. Not only him, but we watched other people over time throw shots at you, cuz. And we watched you stand. He's telling me, now these are my aunts and uncles who are my grandmother's brothers and sisters. Steve Harvey's aunts and uncles. These are the people that he's talking to over the Thanksgiving break. And they're telling me, we seen it all, cuz. We know who you are. And one thing we want to say is that we're proud of you. This is what's being talked about amongst my family. We get it. We get it. You're human. And you're trying to defend your name. And do your thing, cuz. But he also let me know, like, the family is proud of you. You're telling our story. Our aunts and uncles and stuff, they know they don't come from no Africa. They've never pushed no Africa on us. Both sides of my family know who they are. And they're not African. So when you drop this docuseries, that season 1 of that docuseries, we watched it. Our family watched it, and we thank you for that docuseries. Like, this is my family. This is my bloodline talking to me right now. This is the phone call I got. I've got Slim Bull, my bloodline. My cousin, but more like my brother, telling me, cuz, fuck that nigga. Fuck that lame ass nigga. People are going to believe what they want to believe. You can't make people, you have gullible people out here who's going to follow the lie because it's more entertaining, okay? Fuck that nigga. Let's get back to work, cuz. And I've seen many of you come in my comments, and I've seen you guys say the same thing. And I'm listening. I'm listening to y'all, okay? I'm listening. So at this point, I just want to say, I'm about to get back to work. So that's the purpose of this live right here. I want y'all to understand, I probably got one more time I'm going to address this Kevin Wesley guy. I got one more thing I want to really address with him. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it, but I have one more thing I want to address with this guy. And I'm going to let that guy be. Because that guy is fighting with his own demons. He's fighting his own demons. Okay? And I can't help that. And I can't stand next to that. But I do want the community to know that this guy does have accusations against him of touching on a 14-year-old girl. He does. Now, people think because you don't have a picture or a video of them doing this, they try to make it seem like you're crazy. But understand, we have a lot of children in our community who are telling people that they're being touched on, that they're being violated by grown adults. And it's adults like the ones that's following Kevin Wesley and Sinetta that are telling y'all, we have people like that are following people like Sinetta, who has a whole pedophile house over there, a whole con artist pedophile house over there, who Kevin Wesley is attempting to attach himself to. But I think we threw a monkey wrench into that. Myself, Queen's Throne, Neo X, when we called them out for that, because that's been very quiet lately. Them trying to bring him over there into that pedophile house. So I want to say this, just because you don't see that this person did this to this child, I'm just telling y'all that there are accusations coming from someone who was in that house and also a woman who passed away, stating that this guy isn't right. This woman that passed away didn't want this guy next to her child because she thought he was a pedophile. I don't know what made her come to that conclusion about that guy. I'm just telling you, before she passed away, mysteriously with this so-called seizure. Very interesting. These are the things that she told me. Now, I'm going to move on from this situation, but I do want you to understand that that same little girl that I'm talking about was also said to be caught in the bed sleep with his lover, the basketball player, the NBA basketball player, was said to be caught in the bed with his lover and his own son. Okay? I'm talking about the same little girl that Kevin Wesley is accused of touching on, was also accused, his lover, the basketball player guy, was also accused of being found asleep in the bed by his baby mama, the one that passed away, with his son, his own son, and that little girl. Okay? Now, this is what I want Mr. Wesley to understand. This is what I want Mr. Wesley to understand. That same little boy that was in the bed with his lover and that little girl also has another situation where he was caught in the bed. It was the daddy, the basketball player, his son, and a little boy this time. Okay? Now, that story comes from his other baby mama by the name of Royce Reed. She made that statement. Okay? All I'm saying is, where there's smoke, there's fire. This guy lived in the house with this basketball player guy. He was the assistant to this basketball player. Okay? So I'm going to leave this alone, and I'm going to let the chips fall where they may. Okay? The basketball player's son. The basketball player's son. Let me run through this one more time. Kevin Wesley is being accused of touching on a 14-year-old girl. Okay? The 14-year-old girl was also said to be caught in the bed asleep with Kevin Wesley's lover, the basketball player, who's up for the basketball player. He's up for a sexual assault case right now. Kevin Wesley's lover was caught in the bed by his deceased baby mama with that same little girl and his son, his own son, the basketball player's son. The basketball player's son, his mother name is Royce Reed, the one that's just spoke up on Vlad TV. Are y'all following me? Are y'all following me? Now, there's a situation where the little girl, was said to be touched on by Kevin Wesley, okay? That same little girl that I'm talking about was said to be found asleep in the bed with Kevin Wesley's lover, the basketball player. And the basketball player was asleep in the bed with his own son and this same little girl that Kevin Wesley is being accused of touching on. Okay. Now, that same little boy that was found in the bed with his daddy and the little girl, there's also another situation where it's the basketball player, his son, and now it's a little boy. That story came from the mouth of the basketball player's other baby mama, the one that's still living right now and is talking. Royce Reed. Royce Reed gave that story, okay, about the basketball player, the little boy, and their own son. I'm telling you, I heard a story from the deceased baby mama about the basketball player, Royce Reed's son, and a little girl. The same little girl that Kevin Wesley is being accused of touching on. Now, I'm going to let that fall where it may. I'm just going off of what someone told me from that house. They said they felt uncomfortable at the way Kevin Wesley was interacting with this little girl because this was not his child. It was a lot of touchy-feely, look to be flirting, but the woman said she didn't know if she was just overreacting or overthinking things. It made her feel uncomfortable. That's where I got the story from. Now, if that woman decides to want to come and tell that story herself, I more than welcome her to do so. Will she do it? I don't know. Because Kevin Wesley has a way of making people feel, making women feel scorned or making them look scorned. This is what he does to them. And then he has men, he'll make them look jealous of him. So people be scared to come out and talk against this guy. Not me, okay? But here's where what I'm gonna do is, now that the basketball player's baby mama is talking, this should get very interesting for Mr. Wesley. Now, if y'all have been paying attention, Mr. Wesley just came out and said that the basketball player's baby mama was clearing his name when she came out and said that she saw Callie at that house going off on him about some gay shit. I don't know how that clears that guy's name. What it sounded like to me was she was saying, I have a baby daddy who's into polygamy. Okay? But he's also out here busting up the back of a dude named Kitty and kissing another man for 40 minutes. Okay? All right? This is what I took from that. This woman is saying, I have a baby daddy who's trying to get me into polygamy, while at the same time he's busting up the back of a nigga with a full-grown beard like Kevin Wesley in a church wig and some high heels. So when she mentioned Kevin Wesley's name, that's what it sounded like she was saying. Yeah, Kevin Wesley was there that night, and he's another one that's into all of this polygamy stuff, is what she said. Basically sounded like she was saying, he's another one that's into all of this polygamy stuff while he's got a full-grown beard, wearing a church wig and heels, getting his back busted up by an NBA player, is what it sounds like she was saying to me. And then she goes on to say, and his friend at the time, Callie, was there, and Callie was going off on him about some gay shit. The same thing Callie has been saying for years now. Callie was going off on Kevin Wesley because at the time, Kevin Wesley was trying to offer me some fruit with his hips gyrating. There were some men who sound like they were having sexual relations in the next room with themselves. No woman. After the woman, okay, I did tell a story of there was a woman first. I said after she left, all I heard was men in that room. 4 men, the 4 men I saw in the living room when I walked in, okay? So her story, what she said on Black TV, is very much fitting my story. I don't know how he wants y'all to believe that fits him. I don't know how he wants y'all to believe that fits her, that makes her clearing him. It sounds like she was saying, this is a nigga who's trying to use polygamy to cover up his demons of who he really is. Okay? So I want to get that straight. I see nowhere where that cleared him, but it matched everything I've been saying. She said she saw me going off on the guy, Kevin Wesley. I said I saw me going off on the guy, Kevin Wesley. I said I was going off on the guy Kevin Wesley? Because I felt like I was tried in that house that night. And it sounds like that's what she was saying. This nigga was threatening to shoot up the house, nigga, because he felt like he was tried in that house. Okay? But you have a bunch of gullibles over there in his echo chamber. Oh, yeah, she was clearing your name. She was clearing your name, okay? Listen, man, this is the internet, okay? I can't fight the whole internet. I can't fight the whole internet. I don't have time to sit and try to fight the internet. I have shit to do, okay? His new thing over there is he's trying to tell the people he was in the community with me doing community service work. Never have this guy been out in the community with me doing any community service work. Okay? Never has Kevin Wesley been with me. Peace, everybody checking in. Peace to all of y'all checking in. Never has this guy, Kevin Wesley, been with me in the community doing community work. Kevin Wesley has videos of me doing 2 events with him. One in Jacksonville, Florida, one in Raleigh, North Carolina. And there are people in this chat who can vouch for that. They were events that he took money for. He made money off of the people. I never saw $1 of that either event. I never saw $1 from either event. Never has this guy and the people that who went out with me in the community, the people who went out with me in the community to feed the homeless and clothe the homeless will tell you Kevin Wesley was never with us. He was never with us when we went out into the community. My first time going out in the community here in Atlanta was at the No Grandma's Killers tour when Phoenix Moon had her event here in Atlanta. I wasn't even messing with Kevin Wesley at that time. The next time I went out, I wasn't messing with Kevin Wesley. The next time I went out, I wasn't messing with Kevin Wesley. He has never been out in the community doing community service with me. Yet he's over on his side in his echo chamber telling the people he's done community service with me because he's being called out right now. People are asking, where's the proof? You took a bunch of donations, sir. Where's your proof? Okay? Where's your proof? We see Cali in the community. We don't see no videos of you in the community, though. We see Cali doing his work. We don't see you, though. Where's your videos with Cali? We see 2 events that Cali did with you, and Cali is saying that you sold tickets for those events. They were leaving religion events. Had nothing to do with feeding the people. Where's the proof, sir? You did anything with Cali? Where's those people money at? Okay? So, I don't have time to fight the whole internet. I'm just telling y'all, I got about, I think, one more video I want to drop on this dude. A little more information I want to drop on this dude dealing with the little girl. And also, I watched this guy. He's thrown his best at me. He's lied. He's disrespecting me. He's disrespecting my family. And then he goes panel to panel every night, whining and crying, whining and crying, whining and crying, using his baby for sympathy donations, putting his baby's cash app up, trying to get sympathy donation, exploiting his sick baby. He doesn't care about that baby. He refers to the baby as the baby, not his son. He refers to that child as the baby. And this is just my opinion, y'all. And this is just my opinion. Give it a year or so. He's going to walk away from that baby. Give it a year or so. He's going to walk away from that baby. He's going to walk away from that baby. That's how sick this guy, Kevin Wesley, is. Now, I'm going to move on at this point, okay? Like I said, I think I got one more video or live or however I'm going to do this. I do have some more information that I do want to drop on this nigga, and I'm going to leave it at that because now we're moving on into, I'm getting back to work, okay? I'm getting back to work. This guy isn't worth it. I just want you guys to know who he is in the community. When you see him, funny hat, costumes, it's him. He's a whole liar out here. Now, you guys say y'all want us to call out these people in our community. You guys say y'all want people that your children can follow, can look up to, stand up men. And I'm telling you, he's not that. I'm telling you, I stood next to this dude. I'm telling you, he's not that. I'm not jealous of this guy. I was actually hurt by this guy because I thought this guy was righteous. I was actually hurt by some people in this community that I stood next to who I thought were real stand-up people, men and women, who I thought was real stand-up people, and I realized they're all scammers. Anytime you see these people hanging out with Sinetta and trying to, I side-eye you. I side-eye you. Especially the Indians who keep hanging out with Sinetta. I have to side-eye you. Because there's no reason you have to prove anything to Sinetta. When I see y'all hanging out with the House of Con Artists, I have to side-eye you. Okay? So I want to move forward at this point. I'm going to let that brother go because I watched him. I watched him attempt to tear down my family. I watched him attempt to tear down other people's family. He lied on me. All I ever did was told the truth on him. And the truth has a closet door open right now, waiting for him to walk out of. There's a lot of down low. There's a lot of down low sexual activity going on in these communities, in these so-called conscious communities. These niggas are not playing fair. I have gotten a lot of emails and text messages from women who want me to go in about the down low dudes in the community, such as who they are saying is Kevin Wesley and those people over there in the House of Con Artists. Here's my thing. I don't know how to approach it without them telling their own stories. I don't know how to approach it. I can't talk about another man's situation. Like I don't know how to approach it, okay? So that's why I haven't done it yet. But it's going to take you women to start speaking up on your experiences with these funny hat, costume, fake, hotep, ashe ass niggas in our community. Y'all going to have to start speaking up and telling your story. No matter how much they try to make y'all look like y'all are scorned women or being messy, you have to tell your story. Because one thing about it is the universe is going to universe. No matter how many people they manipulate on YouTube, when the universe is ready to open a closet door on a nigga, the universe is going to open a closet door on a nigga. Okay? I can only do so much. So at this point, I feel like facts are on the table. Facts are on the table. This guy has tried to discredit me for years. Facts are on the table. You lived with this. I mean, let's look at this real quick before I move on. Let's look at this real quick before I move on. And I hate that I'm even incorporating this into this live right here, because this is what this live was about. I just want y'all to understand that I'm getting ready to move on, get back to work. Okay? What I want y'all to see is this basketball player. Kevin Wesley was the assistant to this basketball player. Or if you let him tell it, you'll hear him say he was house sitting. He was also house sitting. Now, I don't know if he was house sitting or if he was the assistant or if he was house sitting and the assistant. I just know this guy, we've seen this guy do suspect gay things before Kevin Wesley became the house sitter and the assistant to the basketball player. We've seen him on TV live do suspect things. Okay? After Kevin Wesley, this guy gets hit with a sexual assault charge. Okay? Now, Kevin Wesley would want us to believe that him as the assistant house sitter, nigga, to the basketball player, that he hadn't seen any of this gay suspect activity. Even though there's a whole description of some nigga named Kitty with a full-grown beard in a church wig and high heels. Now, I want y'all to understand this. There's a $25,000 number that keeps getting thrown around. $25,000 number that keeps getting thrown around the name of Kevin Wesley and the basketball player. $25,000. Now we have to ask, what came with that $25,000 number? Some people are saying it was said that Kevin Wesley was told, you got to get down to get this money. Get down with the program. I don't care nothing about your fake ass stomach cancer. I don't care about none of that shit. You got to get down. If you want this $25,000, here's what comes along with this $25,000. All right. I'm going to let that shit fall where it may. All right. Just know, if you hear later on about this $25,000, remember Callie mentioned this $25,000. If you hear later on about there was a little girl that was touched on, just remember later on, Callie mentioned that little girl. When you hear later on that maybe somebody else's child was touched on, just remember Callie brought up the accusations of a little child being touched. And then I want y'all to look at how the universe works, right? And I'm only speaking to this guy specifically. Nobody else am I speaking to or speaking of in their situation. I'm talking about you specifically. Kevin Wesley, I think it's very interesting that your child came out afflicted. I don't care how you feel about me speaking on your child. You've done a lot of speaking, sir, on many people's family. I just think it's very funny, not funny, but very interesting that your child came out afflicted, sir. And you have accusations of touching on other people's children. You also have, we've seen it with our own eyes of you trying to attach yourself to the house of con artists who is full of pedophiles and pedophile abusers and pedophile accused and pedophile supporters. You, sir, are actually trying to attach yourself to those people willingly. Willingly, you are doing this. And your child came out afflicted, sir. And just to show you how more sick you are, and I know you are, your child was just born with issues, and you're jumping around here panel to panel, fucking with other people. Still, sir. You still, every night, you're jumping panel to panel in everybody's business, being messy, sir. And you're supposed to be a life coach, some type of celebrity life coach. What celebrity are you life coaching, sir? Who are you life coaching, sir? Okay? I just want people to see this man just had an afflicted child born. And he's jumping every day, panel to panel, jumping on everybody's lives. He has YouTubers making videos to attack me. He's actually behind the scenes paying people to attack me. I got the word that he's paying YouTube chicks to come for me, like they're trying to holler at me, trying to set me up. I've got the word of that too. He's paying people to attack his brother's ex-wife. This is your leader in your community. He's doing all of this at the same time he has an afflicted child out here, sick because of his dark energy, okay? I think it's time for me to move on. The facts are on the table. Royce Reed came out and said what I've been saying. Callie went off on you because it was some gay shit going on. I've been saying I went off on that nigga because he was trying to offer me some fruit with his fucking hips gyrating at the same time that I heard all men in the next room moaning sexually as if they were having sexual relations in that room. I was never touched in that house. I just said I felt tried in that house, okay, that night. So at this point, I don't feel like I need to stress this shit anymore. I think Royce Reed speaking up said a lot to help what I've been saying. All right? I feel like Royce Reed has said a lot. She said a little, but I felt like she said a lot. I felt like that woman was throwing you under the bus because remember, in my other video, I showed you a text of when my video came out. She reached out to us over here on this side to tell us about you, Kevin Wesley, and how nobody likes you. That woman doesn't like you. I doubt she was trying to clear your name, sir. That woman doesn't like you. She doesn't like you, okay? So I would like to say I'm going to move on. And actually, y'all, I'm going to stop this live because I went a whole nother direction that I didn't want to go in. I'm going to stop this live and restart this live. I want you, because this has nothing to do with what I came on. So I'm going to actually retitle this and start another live. But I want you to understand this guy is not who we need in our community. But he's just like the pastor. Okay? He's just like the pastors in our community. Just like him. He talks very well. He has a lot of females who are fanned out over him. They think he's cute. They think he talks so well. Then he has big pop bottle glasses, handicapped looking niggas as his yes men. Okay? I just want y'all to look at the facts of why I'm finna leave this nigga alone. Because I watched this nigga throw his best shots at me. I watched him throw his best shots at me. If you guys pay attention right now, look at the chat number right now. I have 23 people in this chat. And this guy is very, very worried about what I have to say. He's been trying to silence me for years. I have 22 people in my chat right now. Why does this guy care so much about what I have to say? That's because he's dealing with his demons. He knows the walls are closing in on him. He knows the walls are closing in on him. I have people right now who are telling me, Callie, we believe you, man. Like, get back to the information. We've been saying this about this guy long before you. Okay? Get back to the information, Callie. This is not what we know you for. Like, Callie, get back to the information. This is the phone call I got tonight. This is what y'all have been saying in my chat. So now I'm going to get back to this information. All right, I'm going to get back to this information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this live because this wasn't the live that I had planned. I guess spiritually, I was led to say what I had to say. I'm not scared of that guy. I'm not jealous of that guy. I told that guy he will not ruin me. I'm not someone who's on the internet looking for likes, shares, subscribes, hit the Cash App, hit my GoFundMe. I don't have my Cash App running across the screen. He has his baby's Cash App running across the screen. I told y'all, he's going to use that baby to exploit that. He's going to exploit that child and try to get sympathy donations from the people. He don't care about that baby. He's going to find some kind of way to incorporate that child into his money-making scheme. All right? And I'm on it. I see you. I hear you, sis. So I'm going to my next. I'm finna close out this live. I apologize for even incorporating this into this live, but I'm going to start this live over. And I'll see y'all on the next live. But I've got one more thing I want to drop on this guy, and I'm moving on. I'm gonna let he's thrown his best shot, y'all. He's thrown his best shot. He's been threatening for years to drop this atomic bomb on me that's gonna ruin my family or not ruin my family. He's tried it all. Okay. I want to get back to the information. The phone call I got tonight, I appreciate that, cuz. And I appreciate those of you who said, Kelly, get back to the information, man. Get back to the information. We don't believe that guy over there. We don't believe him. He's got a bunch of gullibles in his echo chamber. His views have dropped tremendously. This guy just posted a video of me. He just posted a video of me the other day that got 16 fucking comments. It's 16 comments. When I saw that, I said, this guy's reaching for anything. He's done. People are not as fooled by that guy as they once were. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting back to the work. Okay, so I'm going to close out this live and I'm going to start back up with the next live. Peace, y'all.